I had a
Dude,
very what's up? What's up? What's up?
you first. You first.
I had a very strange dream last night, and it involved you.
Oh God. Okay. What was the dream?
Yeah, I had a dream where you and I were basically doing the show Hot Ones.
Oh, okay. Wait, was I interviewing you or were you interviewing me?
I don't know. We just kind of went back and forth, but it was the two of us.
Well, hey, I'm fucking down to have a show like Hot Ones. I
Can
want
you
to do that
handle?
show.
Can you handle heat though?
No, I'd be a little bitch. I'd be crying the whole time.
So will you ask for like the milk and all that?
Yes. Where's the yogurt? Where's the ice cream? Where's the vanilla ice cream? I will coat that bitch in vanilla ice cream and then take a bite
I
and
feel
still
like I
cry.
could. I feel like I could get pretty far in it, but I don't
No.
know.
You know,
No, you,
no, you know who? No, I think you could get far. I can't. You know who
yeah.
would though? You know who would dominate?
Who?
Nikki.
Really?
She loves spicy food. I remember one time I bought her these like ghost pepper chips, and she was crying eating them. She was like, "They're so good. Get them away from me. I'm burning my esophagus." I'm like, "Okay, I'm sorry."
You know what? Next time that I go visit, let's do that. Let's just let's like
You,
prepare like us. Let's
oh
do
God, I'm down. I'm fucking down. It's gonna hurt, but I'm down.
that.
Hmm.
All right.
That said, though, before we begin, I have to ask you one quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, tell me, how was the boss?
Oh my God, the boss delivered.
He delivered. Oh shit! Really? You're not
Seven,
disappointed?
73 years old. That man is still kicking.
73 years
Seven,
old. That man is probably in better shape than you or me.
I saw an interview with him and Colbert, and like Colbert asked him, like, is working out worth it? And he just said, man, I'm 73. Like, what the fuck do you think? Like, yeah. No, I went to see Springsteen in concert and he was great. So yeah.
Let me see. He's some. God damn, he looks 50 at most.
Yeah, he looks great, doesn't he?
Dude, how old is his? Yeah, okay, so they're still married. He's still married to Patty. Good, good.
Oh yeah. That is
I was
good.
about to say, like, are they divorced?
Nah, she was not in the concert though. I think she has COVID, so she couldn't be at the concert. So
Ah,
yeah, kind of sucked. But other than that,
let's see.
pretty good concert. Steve, his guitar player, was also not there because of COVID. Did you
Ah,
ever saw? Did you ever saw the Sopranos?
um, no, I've never seen. I've seen some Sopranos, but not all of it. No.
Okay, then never mind.
Why?
His guitar player Steve, like he's a guitar player, but he also plays like a big character in The Sopranos. So I don't know, but I haven't seen it, so I just figured maybe you'd know.
No, I've seen like the first few episodes, but I need to. Yeah, God, it's such a long show.
Yeah, yeah, no. Bruce Springsteen was great. He was great in concert. My first concert of the year. We'll see how many I make, but yeah, pretty
Well,
fun, pretty worth it. Worth the whole trip, worth the drive. Pretty insane, really.
I mean, how often do you get to see the boss in concert?
Not often. So yeah, if anyone has the opportunity, do yourself a favor. That man is working. But before the boss, you and I got to see a little movie together at the same time in the same theater. Can you believe that?
Yeah, one of the rare times that we've ever been able to do that.
Yeah.
So we got to see a movie. Some may know. Uh, God, what would you call it? A Knock on the Cabin?
A knock at the cabin. Do you wanna what?
What? What?
I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. All right. I worked today for the first time in like 12 days. So it's like my brain's like a little fried in a weird way.
You know what else was
Uh,
fried? This piece of shit
what?
film.
Oh, let's fucking go. I don't have my soundboard right now, but let's fucking go.
Thank you for welcoming us onto your screens or onto your headphones, about how you're watching this. I'm Eddie.
And I'm Chema
And
reviewing.
unfortunately, We're reviewing
Knock at the Cabin.
the shittiest M.
And
Night Shyamalan film in a long time, and that is saying
and
something.
and this is the rollback.
We have the unfortunate duty of reviewing this film.
All right, so Knock at the Cabin, save your family or save humanity, make the choice. While vacationing at a remote cabin, a young girl and her parents are taken hostage by four armed strangers who demand that the family make an unthinkable choice to avert the apocalypse. With limited access to the outside world, the family must decide what they believe before all is lost. So this is the new movie by M. Night Shyamalan, a director who goes up and down depending on the time when you're watching his stuff. I know there are movies that he's made that I like. There's movies that he made that I know you really like. And I believe that with this and with Glass and with Old and with like his last previous movies, I believe we can like very confidently call this man hit or miss every time. Because I think there are more misses than hits, but definitely a director that grabs everyone's attention. When he releases a movie, everyone goes to see it because we kind of know what to expect, and at the same time, we don't. So it's weird. This movie, Knock at the Cabin, is based on like a little short story. It stars Dave Bautista, Ben Aldrich, Jonathan Groff, Kristen Cui, Nikki Amuka Bird, Abby Quinn, Rupert Grint, and more other colorful characters that appear very little. So I have thoughts. I know you definitely have thoughts. I'm kind of glad that we let a few days pass between when we watched it and when we talked about it, because I think I really let it marinate, so I won't be as angry as I was when I saw it in theaters. So so I'm gonna let you go first, and then I'll go because I think you might be more direct with your thoughts. So go right ahead.
All right, so I'm looking at his filmography.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big stats guy, but I'll be a stats guy for a sec. He's directed 15 films, right? Since 1982, he's directed 15 films. By my count, only 1 out of 3 are good. And when they're the other two, when they're not good, they're really not good. And I'm going to categorize this as one of his not good ones. This movie did something to me that I haven't done in a long time. Not since Resident Evil last year have I felt strongly about this. I wasted money going to the movies. I wasted money at the movie theater. I feel like you and me could have done something more productive, like go over my taxes, watch paint dry, bake cookies for the elderly. Like, we could have done something way more productive with our time. But instead, we saw this movie with an interesting premise, theoretically. Like, this is a movie you ask while you're drinking with your friends. Like, this is a Facebook post. Would you sacrifice one member of your family to save the world? And somehow this son of a bitch stretched it into a whole film. Now, I know it's based off of a novel, but like, I don't know if you can feel that. That's my head splitting from the stupidity. But that's just me. But how about you? I hope you're kinder to this film. Otherwise, this is going to get off track real quick.
I didn't love it. Which sucks because I kind of wanted to love it. There are some aspects about it that I did love, that I did adore. My favorite thing about this movie, hands down, is Bautista. Like, what a performance. Like, he manages to be both very tough but very soft at the same time. Like, he manages to be very approachable yet very stern and like strong. I love this performance. You can really tell that he's done action, he's done comedy, and now he's done this. Like, god damn, what a versatile guy. So like if I decide to see this movie as just as a showcase of what Bautista can do, I think it's a good movie to have in your in your resume. I think.
I agree with you.
yeah.
The performances are strong.
Yeah. I think he's the best part of the movie, definitely. He's a great presence, and there are some interesting things that Shyamalan does, cinematography wise. I am not a fan of what Shyamalan used to do, which is always have his characters really, really close to the camera, where it's like very uncomfortable. And I think he did it right in this one because he put like that opening scene with Batista and the little girl talking, where like he's super like zooming into their faces and really makes you feel uncomfortable. I think that was done really well. There's a great scene where he has both the parents like strapped in chairs, and the shots only focus on like the back of his neck, kind of showing like he's in the middle of the two of them. I think that's great. The supporting cast, I think it's also great. Both Ben Aldridge and Jonathan Groff are good choices to play like this parents. The other three, Nick Bird, Abby Quinn, and Rupert Grint, also do good. I think the acting is good, which is strange for a Shyamalan movie, which where acting can be very, very hit or miss. Very strange. Remember Wahlberg in The Happening? That was the most awkward performance I think I've ever seen in like a long time.
I forgot about that. I think he used the worst take of each of every one of the scenes that Wahlberg did.
Yeah, and he's not bad, but I'm surprised that that he was able to pull that off. And like you mentioned, the setup is very interesting. I knew I had only seen one trailer. I knew that it was a group of people knocking on the door, and they were going to ask something from the family. I didn't know what they were going to ask. I didn't know the end of the world was happening. I didn't know that they had to sacrifice one of them. I had no idea. So when that was revealed, I was like, okay, I'm in. What is going to happen? How is this going to wrap up? And most importantly, what is going to be the twist? And that was the first mistake. I shouldn't want a twist. Like, that's not fair to the movie.
I think that's fair for Shyamalan though.
Yeah. It's like I know I'm not supposed to, but you created like a
a career.
You created a career out of this. Like, we kind of expected, yeah. But okay, fine. He doesn't want to do a twist. Fine, he'll do something different. I think what he did different is not the best. And I was talking about this with Jimmy. Like, we spent a lot of time in a car this weekend, and Jimmy would tell me like I mean, it's kind of cool that the movie is just a thing that happens and then it ends and that's it. Like, there's no lesson. It's just happens. And I was like, I kind of agree, but I don't know. The setup was pretty. I kind of wanted something more, and that's so unfair. I shouldn't judge a movie for what I want it to be, instead of I should judge it for what it is. And I think what it is just okay, like just a little bit more than bad, a little bit above bad.
So should we praise it first before we tear it down? Like, there are some things to praise.
Sure, absolutely. That's what I just did.
So yeah, so like you're right. The performances are great, particularly Dave Bautista's. I like the inclusivity part of it. I know they're not trying to be inclusive, but I like the fact that this is becoming more of a normal thing, having a gay couple, be the family that's being judged and stuff. There was some controversy because this movie came out 5 days after The Last of Us had that incredible episode with God, what were the names? Bill and Frank? Right? Yeah, Bill and Frank. So it was like, is this a step back? Are they targeting homosexual couples? And M. Night Shyamalan went on the record saying, like, no, like, I just made this movie because that's the way the book is, and they happen to be a gay couple in the book. Like, it would have been fucked up if I had changed them into a straight couple. But anyway,
it would have been really bad if they had changed them to a straight couple.
Exactly. So so props for inclusivity, props for the acting, props, I guess, somewhat for the story, because they do give you a decisive ending. They don't cheap out and be like, oh, I killed him, but then I like do CPR, so we kind of find a loophole. They follow through with the story, with the idea of like one of us has to die.
Yeah.
And I did also like the representation of the Four Horsemen. That being, I think this particular incarnation. So the four horsemen are not new. Depending on which religion, depending on which version of Christianity you find, you get different versions. The versions in this represent war, famine, disease, and death. War being Ron's character, famine being, I assume, the taco lady's character. Disease, I assume, being the nurse, and death being the teacher, Dave Bautista's character. So I like that. I think I maybe ran out of things to like.
What else?
The setting was beautiful.
I like that it takes place just in the house.
It's a bottle. It's a what do you call it? Bottle episode?
Bottom of, well, no, technically it doesn't count because well, spoilers, but like they do leave the cabin at the end. And there is one thing that I'm like conflicted about. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just jump into like the nitpicks, I guess. I would have liked it more if it was like a complete bottle movie, and that would have included removing the flashbacks. Because here's the thing. I think flashbacks would have worked, but the flashbacks that they added, I did not like. Because here's the thing. By the end of the movie, when jump into the big spoiler, when one of the parents is dying, we're supposed to feel really sad that the love of his life is dying and all that. We're supposed to feel really sad. I would have felt more sad if I had known them as a couple better, and all I saw them was just be in that house and argue, and the flashbacks were all of bad things that happened to them, like their parents not accepting them, they're getting into fights in the bar. Like all of that, like not one of like how they met, how they fell in love, them being happy together. It's not that I don't believe them as a couple. It's just I didn't see them as a couple, so I don't feel bad when one of them died.
Damn.
Like, does that make sense? Does that make sense?
No, you're right. Now that you're mentioning it, you're right. We never got a sweet moment where like they were lovey-dovey or like, I don't know, you know how to cook. Well, I took classes. Why? Well, because you like to cook. Like something sweet like that. Or maybe the first time they meet, like they bump into each other and like they spill coffee and they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's like, it's okay, don't worry.
Yeah, like a meet cute or something. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Or like maybe them raising their daughter, like some kind of cute moment where it's like one of them gets peed on or pooped on and they're making fun of like cute moments. But instead all we get are these sad, serious moments. Where like Andrew's the one that gets screwed over a lot. He gets attacked at a bar with the glass bottle broken on his head twice. So no, you're right. You don't feel bad because they didn't properly introduce the characters enough for you to like them, which is weird because I feel like they spent more time trying to get you to like Bautista's character than Eric or Andrew.
Yeah, like I felt deep for Bautista's character, and most of it was that really strong soft performance that he's doing. But I didn't like that. I didn't like the like if you had given me some flashbacks with like them in love or something, I would have been, I think, more open to it. I don't like that Rupert Grint gets the boot really early.
Yeah,
it feels like they almost told him like, you know what, let's kill you early so you can go back and keep filming the Shyamalan show. Like go, you have work to do.
I just thought of something that maybe would have helped make it more of a twist ending or be like question it. What if they had been like, wait, Bautista's one of the teachers at the school where they teach. So are they just stalking us? Rupert, you already know, was the guy that hit him over the head with a glass bottle twice. What if the nurse was like there and she was the one like at the ER when the glass bottle incident happened?
Yeah, I thought that's where I thought that's where they were going or something.
Imagine that, and then that would have made it more like, oh shit, wait, is this a cult thing or is this real?
Yeah, because like, why connect one of them with them and not all of them?
And what I mean, or Also, there's no ambiguity as far as like, are these world events happening with
Yeah,
people dying? Because you see news reports and they're like, look, it's a mega tsunami. Like you can't question that. That did happen.
yeah,
Versus, well, is it or isn't it? And they leave on an ambiguous note. Um,
yeah. So yeah, the
man,
movie feels some balance because of that.
we should really work for Hollywood, like just correcting scripts.
No, no,
Here's what you did wrong.
no. We would screw
Oh,
so many things up.
I'd be amazed. What are you talking about? I want to do a show where I just fix movies.
I look, we do this, and we talk about this, and we have fun with it. I don't think no, 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 because you know what? Have you did you saw those Fire Festival documentaries when they came out?
Which one? Oh yeah. Where like they
Yeah,
ghosted all these rich kids, and I didn't feel bad.
yeah. That that whole documentary runs in my head every time I'm planning like literally anything. Like
Why?
I don't know. I always think like worst case scenario. So I always think like, I no, no. I'm just gonna do my thing and I'm gonna like not bother anyone.
No, Chema, we have to create waves. We have to make ourselves known. We got to dismantle the man, yo.
Do you,
Is that Dwight?
that's Dwight, yeah.
God damn it, Chema.
Okay.
Uh,
Anyway, back to the movie. So
do we have to
um
talk about this movie?
no, do you want to talk about it? Little like can we just trick our audience into like what are they gonna think about this? Or like, do you want to like talk about soccer or something like?
Fuck. I don't know, man. I just this goddamn movie. It was such a
I
disappointment because you saw it have potential.
Yeah, and that kind of sucks, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know what to think. It's still the beginning of the year. I kind of felt I kind of got excited because Megan was actually kind of good. And I thought, what if this year is like nothing but hits, and then this came out. It definitely will find its audience. Like there will be people who are gonna find something in it, but I felt kind of empty while watching it and after it finished. And to me, the biggest problem the movie has is that it kind of spells it out for you, but it doesn't really have anything to say. Like I hated that the movie tells us that they're the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Like I don't like that. Uh,
You know, I would have appreciated it if they had left that ambiguity, like the ambiguity where like he doesn't confirm that they were in fact like a nurse, a gas line worker, and a cook with a kid. I wish they would have left it blank, but they don't.
yeah.
And the thing is let me ask you this: what did you prefer, this or the book ending?
Um, I have no preference. I don't know. I thought very little of this movie, surprisingly. I don't know. I kind of I did I did not read the short story, but I did know that it ends a little differently. Like it's more ambiguous. They never said that they're the four horsemen. They don't leave the cabin. They kind of leave like the cabin by saying like, okay, we'll just see what the world is gonna do or whatever, or what the world is now. I think I kind of prefer that, but we'll see. I
Well, the
don't know.
book's also, I think, more depressing because the daughter dies.
Yeah,
But like, so for those who don't know, in the book, the whole struggle with the gun part happens before the chef gets killed. Um, and the daughter gets shot, she dies, and Andrew says, even if this bullshit's true, which it's not, that should be enough of a sacrifice. And Leonard tells him no, because it was an accident. You didn't mean to kill her. That was an accident. So sorry, bro. Don't count. Keep going. They refuse. The world pretty much ends. It ends a little more ambiguous, but Eric and Andrew kind of walk the earth together, like to face what's going to happen. And the book is a lot more ambiguous because you don't know, were they mental patients or were they real? Did all this stuff happen? Because in the book, there's no newscast.
yeah.
Like it's just like you have to believe us.
Uh, see, and here's the worst part because I have to ask, like, who is this movie for? Like, what are we gaining from this? What's the message? What's the allegory? Like, was this an allegory? Like, I don't know. Like, am I consuming movies wrong? Like, have I learned to expect something of that nature, or why exactly? Why don't I feel fulfilled by this movie? And I think I don't know if it's the movie's fault or if it's my fault. I don't know. Maybe this is one that I'm gonna have to keep thinking about, and I don't know. Maybe by the end of the year I'll love it. But right now, I don't know. I feel very wishy-washy on it. I gave it 2 out of 5 on Letterboxd, and I stand by it.
You know,
One full star is for Batista. I will say that.
you know what's one thing I do wonder though? I wonder if so look, I agree with you, most movies need to have a message, but there are movies that don't need to have a message. The Replacements doesn't have a message. But if you're not gonna have a message, if you don't have a particular audience, then you sure as shit better be entertaining. And I
Yeah.
don't think this was. Like again, this takes a question that you ask over a beer and turned it into a full 90-minute movie.
I will
Yeah.
say this: it's 90 minutes. That's
You,
fast.
you know what else was 90 minutes?
But
Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City, and that wasn't good.
you know what? I've kind of warmed up to that movie.
I'm waiting for you to correct yourself.
No, I genuinely like. I think I warmed up to it. I think it's kind of cheesy and kind of fun. Like, not gonna lie, I think it's kind of fun. Like I admit that it's bad. I don't pretend that it's good, but I don't know. There's still something kind of cheesy fun about it. I don't know. It's me.
You know,
I think about this thing. So.
you know what? How about maybe on a week where we have no movies to review, how about we do a re-review of Raccoon City, and maybe either I'll tee off on it more and you can defend it, or we can both love it. We'll see.
Sure, why not? Why not?
But as for this movie, God, you have any last thoughts, notes, anything?
Nah, it's just I wrote on Letterbox like I hate it when movies explain themselves to me. Don't do it. Let me do it.
Let me
You be a
unpack it.
movie. Let me unpack it. But I'm very happy for Batista. Good for Batista. I'm happy for him. He deserves the success that he's getting. Good for him. You? And 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5. Dude, D minus? It's almost an
Wow.
F. It's almost an F, but I watched it with you, so I won't give it an F.
That's how good I am. That's
Ugh.
that's how lovely it is to watch movies with me. It's yeah. See, we gain something from this.
Man, could we have seen something better? Because I feel like what movies have we seen together in theaters? It was Batman vs Superman, and this.
This Justice League, Wonder Woman.
Oh, that's right. So, okay, is this the worst movie that we've seen together?
Did you like the My Hero Academia movie we saw together?
It was good. It wasn't great, but I like Two
It was
Heroes
fine.
more.
Yeah, me too. Me too. To me, it's my least favorite out of the 3, to be honest. Um, I don't know. It's maybe, possibly. Batman vs Superman was pretty bad too. So
Fuck you. That's it
Justice League
though.
was pretty bad too. So
That's it though. Let's talk about our bookie shoes. Da, 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 da. One of those awkward like last scenes where like turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it back on.
that was weird. Like I feel like that scene was supposed to like cheer us up after everything. It didn't. It didn't.
I think because it's trying to show that Andrew's like none of this, and the Dar's like, come on. He's like, no, fine.
Feel like I don't know how to explain this. Like I don't know. I don't want to get into the mentality. I will say this. I did love how the movie starts with like a little shout out to Kiki's Delivery Service. Good
Oh,
for the
that's
movie.
right.
That
I
was
forgot
cute.
about
That was cute. That was cute. Well done. That's a great movie. It's a cute movie. I got to see it in theaters last year. Again, even though it came out like I don't know, like 30 years ago. Good for it. Thank you, Fathom Events.
Don't they have like all of the Studio Ghibli's movies on like loop? Like once a month they play one of them.
Yeah, you know how Warner Brothers channel. Well, when we used to watch like Open TV, they were like, or like TNT, they were like, oh, it's Christmas, Harry Potter marathon. It was
Yeah,
like Easter, Harry Potter marathon.
yeah.
It's Thanksgiving, everyone's at home. Fucking Harry Potter marathon. That's kind of what Fathom Events does. It's Christmas. We'll just put out My Neighbor Totoro again. Fuck it, they love it. The Weird Fool love it, and guess what? We do. Thank you.
I gotta watch more Studio Ghibli movies.
Yeah, I'm shocked. You will. Which ones have you seen besides Spirit Away?
Spirited Away.
Oh my god.
I'm
Well,
serious.
here's the thing. You can't see them as like homework, or you can't see them expecting like something. You're supposed to kind of just vibe with them.
But like, I feel okay. Look, to be fair, I've never given them a fair shake because I've never felt like giving. Like, I've never wanted to see them. I've never been
Okay,
like, let me watch Studio Ghibli.
okay. There is one that
Okay.
I think you're gonna go. Okay, so Studio Ghibli has like all their movies are like vibes. They're all vibes. They have one that's like the war epic, and that is Princess Mononoke. That one you might like. I feel like I have like 2 or 3 or 4 that I think you could really get into. Um,
I've heard Grave of the Fireflies is like devastating.
Grave of the Fireflies is legit the saddest movie I've ever seen in my life. Um,
All
I
right.
feel like you like Princess Mononoke. The last Miyazaki movie, The Wind Rises, I feel like you would really get into for the aspect of like the honing of the craft and like the love of doing something. I feel like you would really like that one. Um,
Fuck
what
it.
else?
Down. All
Yeah.
right. Next review. We're reviewing Princess Mononoke.
All right, sure. Why not?
Fuck
I
it. What
love
are
it.
we what are we gonna review? An Oscar movie?
Damn. Yeah, it's not like we're getting those. This weekend. Oh, wait, Ant-Man. Ant-Man comes out this weekend.
Nah, man. I'm fucking with you. No, fine. We'll review Ant-Man and we will eventually find time for Princess Mononoke.
Sure.
Down.
The Whale is about to come out here, so I'm also gonna plan to see that one. And there's a couple of anime movies that are coming out this weekend, but I don't know if we could do reviews of those because they're kind of sequels to shows. So we'll see. I'll let you know.
Hmm. Hey, real quick question before
Yeah,
we sign off or do anything. I'm going
yeah.
over Studio Ghibli's filmography. Earwig and the Witch has like a 30%. Did they fuck up or what? What's the story with that?
That one I have not seen, and I'm pretty sure it's the only CGI movie they've done.
It is, and it has a 30%.
Yeah.
Like they have three 100% movies.
Oh yeah.
They're basically Pixar. And you know that's a big compliment
I know it's a
from
big
coming from
compliment
me.
coming from you. I think they're
Yeah.
better than Pixar, but whatever.
Oh fuck you. Take the goddamn compliment.
No,
What?
no, nothing. It's good. They're just it's different. Like I don't think you should compare them. They're different. Yeah. Um, yeah, but they're cool. They're really really fucking cool. But they're very like fantasy, very like
Del Toro?
imaginative, very Del Toro loves these movies. Um,
I can see
yeah,
why. That makes sense. They sound like they're up his alley.
yeah, they're pretty freaking weird, but in a very fun way. I recommend you check out Princess Mononoke if you want like a serious big epic. Like that movie is pretty much the whole thesis of that movie is you strike the earth strikes back. Like that's it. That's the message.
That's Princess Mononoke?
That's Princess Mononoke. I feel like you would really like Wind Rises. I feel like that's a very you movie. It's also like the only movie that's not. It's a biopic technically, but it's animated.
Hmm.
Um, that one's good.
You know what? I'm in.
Um,
Fuck it. We're doing this.
Also, I think you can find every Ghibli movie in like HBO. I think HBO Max has them all.
They
I
do,
think-
don't they? Don't they have a Studio Ghibli section?
I think so. Yeah.
Fuck it. All right.
All right.
Well,
All right. Well,
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts on Knock at the Cabin. It's
fine.
I thought it was but I feel like it's not gonna go away very easily. Like I don't think it's a forgettable movie. Or maybe it is. We'll see. So far, nah, I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know.
Right.
All right. Anything else?
No, folks, don't waste your time with this film. We hope to see you next week. Sorry for the slightly shorter podcast, but I mean, we're not
What
going
else
to
do we
fluff
say?
up a bad movie.
Yeah. All right. That's it. Kill it. Thank you so
Bye.
much for joining us. My name was John.
I've been Eddie, and this was the
And
rollback.
this was the rollback. Bye.
Signing off with a reminder: the XFL comes out tomorrow. We're going to release this Saturday, so tomorrow the XFL has their second season. Go watch it.
What's the XFL?
New Football League.
How is it
everyone.
new?
It's new. They just opened. It's a brand new football league.
What's so good? Do they play on skateboards? Like
No, no, they play like normal football.
well, this is like if you told me, oh, a new FIFA game came out. Why would I play that when I can play Super Mario Strikers? Like, what's the fun of it?
Well, imagine like a brand new soccer league comes out that's actually really, really good.
So it's just like what the it's just ECW and WWE. Like it's just
Kinda. You know what? That's actually a fair comparison. It's the ECW to the WWE. The XFL is to the NFL.
well, we'll see.
That's what the X stands for. Extreme.
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 That's why I asked about the skateboards. Speaking of, you know what? Fuck it. Let's descend it. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
I saw some of it. I saw Rihanna's performance. I saw some of the game, and I saw how it ended on a wet fart.
All right, because I only saw the Rihanna thing.
What you know? It's funny because Nikki tried giving me flack for being like, I think she's pregnant, and Nikki says,
No,
it's
we
really
all
hard
went
to
through
lose
that.
the baby weight, and I'm like, no, I think she's pregnant.
No, we all went through like that, and we all like quietly like Googled in our phones, like, is Rihanna pregnant?
No one wants to be that asshole, but yeah.
Yeah, no one wanted to be rude, but we were all thinking it, and thank God we were all right.
I apologize for nothing.
It's like when we saw that episode of Game of Thrones where Arya has sex with the weapons guy, and we all like Googled, how old is Macy Williams? 20. Okay, thank God. Okay.
How old was she in the show, though?
Like 20, I think. I don't know.
Oh, okay, so she was okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I kind of appreciate that actually.
All right. Well, that's enough. I guess. Fuck this movie.
That's enough social media for today.
Fuck it. I was too nice. Fuck this movie. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.